Hi, hi there. So, the biggest mistake women do is to stop really caring about themselves and putting everyone else above themselves. If you are a woman over 40 and life has started to feel heavier than it should, you are not alone. Today, I want to talk about the biggest mistake we make as we get older and how it quietly takes our power away. This is something I see everywhere. This is something I lived. And it's one of the reasons I wrote Self Love for Women Over 40. It's an excellent book, it's an excellent way to start. And that's it. You can listen to this live, you can read the book, and that's it. Your only option is to choose yourself. The thing with women over 40 is that life becomes heavier, more duty. We take more responsibility. We take life too serious because as women, we feel responsible. So, guess what we do? We actually we feel that everything is our responsibility. Whether you are a mother, whether you are a, a partner, whether you are married or you're single, divorced, you feel that you have to be in control and you feel like life is it's all about having everything in control and that you are responsible for everything. So life is not heavier because I hear a lot of women and people in general that they say life was so much easier before. Life got harder or heavier. The truth is, life was the same. We change. We change how we see things. We feel heavier. We our own perception about everything change. And deep down, deep inside, and at the subconscious level, we get scared as we age. We get scared, and we are not even aware of it. But I want to make things easier, so it's not very difficult. Um, it's not very difficult to inspire a shift because that's what is this video about. Again, life didn't become more serious. You became more serious. There is a saying that it sounds like that. You are not, you are not older because of the age you have or the years you have in your life. You are older because you stop playing, you stop taking things easy, you stop being playful. So that's one thing with women. We actually take too much. We take things too personal, too much at heart. We feel responsible for everything and everyone. And self love is the answer. And I hear a lot about people saying, confusing, I did that too. Self love, it's self care, and self love is egoistic, or self care, it means, you know, grooming, doing your nails, dressing well, eating well, partying, being with friends, having a lot of friends. But self love is a natural state of being that you're born with as a child. We all born with this inherited gift. And definitely self love is just a state, a beautiful state of being from which you can understand yourself, what works, what doesn't work, what you want, what you don't want. And also self-love, it's your guiding light. And when you are in a state of self-love, in a state of love, in a state of self-love, you make better decisions. So going further, again, a woman, a person over 40, what they do, they forget how to live with ease, joy, playfulness, and softness. And maybe we, as women over 40, we forget to be that, and maybe other people too, maybe your partner, maybe your spouse, maybe your lover, they forget to be playful, they forget to put the person, so maybe you forget to be easy with yourself, easy with the other person, again because you feel heavy about responsibility and also about life expectation, how you want life to be. And that's what creates a lot of chaos and a lot of unhappiness. Also, there could be gazillions of reasons, but I'm going to tackle only very few today. And if this gets of movement, I will definitely be back with the next live. So, what happens to us as women, as people, as women over 40? Our body, our face, our energy changes. So we feel more challenged. We feel also scared deep down because of all these changes, and it's natural. Um, no matter how natural it is, no matter how you see your parents growing older, or you see someone, or you see older people, when it happens to you, it gets scary as it happens to you. I listen, a woman came to me and said, Monica, if you only could believe. And I'm telling you, I was even in shock, though I have to admit that I recognize the symptom, that her feelings. She said to me, Monica, if you, for over 2 years, for more than 2 years, I avoided looking in the mirror. I stopped looking altogether. I think she didn't say avoided. I stopped altogether. For me, it was I avoid mirrors for as much as I could. But for her, I remember she said I stopped looking in the mirrors. As soon as I hit menopause and I start to see changes in my face and my body, I stopped looking for over 2 years. I stopped looking in the mirror. Imagine, I was shocked, though I knew that this is something we do, and we are prone to do, we tend to do. I still was very surprised and taken by it touched my heart, and to have a confirmation that a woman can be so affected by it. And it's not easy to be in your mid 40 and reach menopause, and all of the sudden you see all the changes in your face, all this. Another woman said, I hated it, I hated myself for seeing those age spots, that you see on the skin and so on. So guess what, we age, and as we age, body, face, skin changes. As you can see, you see, a few years ago, I didn't have that here. So it appeared, and slowly there's very little I can do about it, and it becomes part of me. So I know it's scary, it's disturbing, you don't like, because You want to look at your best, you want to feel fresh, you want to feel good about yourself. So the question becomes, how do you feel good about yourself? How do you use self-love, where self-love intervenes, and how do you feel good about yourself as even as you age, even as your face changes, even as you grow older? So what do? You learn to get into that state of self-love, of well-being. And that doesn't mean that the state of well-being, that doesn't mean that you have to, think of yourself like you have to be perfect to accept yourself. No, the truth is that I'm from Romania. Thank you. The truth is that self-love allows you to accept yourself as you are. You are short, you are tall, you are fat, you are slim, you are overweight, you are underweight, because people deal with different struggles. People have goes through different struggles. So I say in my book, and it's here, and it's for women, but it won't hurt a man to read. I say, if you can't love yourself with love your body, if you can't love your body, you can't love yourself. And I see many women that actually feel scared to even look in the mirror. So hello, thank you. So so what's happening if you are, let's say, if you have an extra 10 kilo extra? So if you can't love yourself the way you are now, you won't love yourself later, no matter how thin or how great you might look. You might be infatuated for a little while, but the foundation of self-love won't be there. So what I'm saying it is, we escape, we forget how to love ourselves. As babies, as children, we know how to do that. We don't worry about being chubby, we don't worry about not being enough or not speaking good enough. We don't. As we grow up, we start, um, the parents, people around us start um, to tell us how to be, how not to be, what to do, what not to do. And then we get, how to say, educated. We get educated. And guess what? The next thing that happened, we start to compare ourselves. And now more than anyone else, now more, there's social media that pushes us to compare. So when we compare ourselves, we can't accept ourselves because we are in a continued comparison. So guess what happened? In our mind, we continuously criticize ourselves. If only I could have speak better, if only I could look better, if only I could um, look better, walk better, dress better, if only. So every time we beat ourselves up, and if we beat ourselves up, everybody else can too. And if we can't love our body and ourselves, nobody can love us as well, because love and acceptance and success starts with ourselves. So that's what I'm trying to convey this today. So as people, and this is mainly for women, because my book is called Self-Love for Women Over 40. But as people in general, we all want to be loved and accepted. But we don't love and accept ourselves if we are alone, if we go through a divorce, through a heartbreak, if we are entirely alone, if we find ourselves alone. And I'm sure there are millions of people that they are alone. and they don't feel loved, they don't feel important, they don't feel good enough because they are alone, and they can't see their own value and beauty because there's nobody else to mirror that. So basically, self-love is teaching you how to mirror to yourself the love that you want to find. So in order to care about your health and your body, I mean, this is very natural. Thank you for sharing that. This is very natural. It's not. I wouldn't say natural, but I think we do put ourselves second because we condition our mind. Once I get this, once I do this, that we condition our mind to have a proof based on results or outcome. We have expectation. That's how we are built. That's how we evolve. Let's say not build. We're not built to have expectation, but it's normal to have expectation. You go from Neanderthal, you go hunting and you expect you shoot an arrow, you expect to hit target. So it's very simple. You buy a gallon of milk, you expect to find milk inside, isn't it? Or anything else. You give someone's hello and you expect that person to respond back. So it's pretty normal. So we learn that we have to prove ourselves. We have to prove ourselves, and we have to create results, and we have to have the approval of others in order to take ourselves serious. Not caring about body because we take health and our body for granted, which is actually unfortunately wrong, because the body, everything that is physical, it's the package, the outside package, it's the box, is what you call, it's the vehicle. So your spirit and the mind, that is product of your brain, it's the actually you. And oftentimes we take this for granted, the health and the body, obviously, and we don't take care of our mind, our body, our whole soul. So we take care to dress well so other people accept us, but we don't take care, or we're not very cautious with how we talk to ourselves, with how we treat ourselves. It's so yeah. So it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. As we go through life, we work, we take on routines, that's for sure. And as we go through life, what is very important is that we forget to truly enjoy life. And if we are unfortunate to be alone while craving for someone, or being in a relationship that leaves us feeling alone, then it gets more difficult to navigate as we age. So you should care about your health, and you should care. I want to remind you of this Indian quote. It's a proverb from somewhere in India. It's not accredited to anyone, but it's a very wise quote that says so mine, I repeated this for many years: a healthy man has 1,000 wishes, a sick man has only one wish. And why? Because a sick man don't need anything anymore unless he's healthy. So his wish will only be to be healthy. So that's why it's so important not to take things for granted. Thank you. If there is no one here anymore, I can conclude.